welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Not a Trekkie, an all Star Wars Everything Holiday Edition, brought to you by Red Cyclone Inc. I'm your host, Tenacious T, aka Tatsu Wow, my co-host for the Not a Trekkie Podcast, the Merc with the Mic.
What is going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, an interesting setup of movies we had to watch. Or shorts. I didn't even know these things existed, to be completely honest. But I am actually very happy that I got to experience them.
Yeah.
Because now I know what is my least favorite fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, that holiday special was ranked. It was a piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
There was nothing enjoyable. There was nothing enjoyable about that. I don't know how I got that too.
Yeah, well, the fact that it's on YouTube and it's not even like, like remastered in any kind of way. Like I said, I didn't even know this thing existed. So what we're talking about right now is Star Wars. Right after the first movie, A New Hope, they came out in 1978 with a holiday special.
Yeah.
And it aired what? It was on CBS.
Yeah, CBS.
CBS, and now I can understand like 70s culture and everything like that, and how they probably make these specials to like market other things, like showcase. Like there was like a special guest appearance by like a couple of people that I like. Art Garney, or Al Garney, whatever the hell his name is. He popped up in it. They had some musical acts like Diane Carroll and Jefferson Starship.
They try to make it like a variety show.
I'm happy that we've advanced in our culture. I really am. It's so dramatically bad.
Yeah.
But
it's so dramatically bad that we had to find another holiday special to watch too. So we found the Lego Star Wars holiday special as well. Which
was to me was a lot better, and it made up for the first fucking thing. And I'm so happy that it was only like an hour long.
Yeah.
Because that's an hour that I will never get back.
Yeah.
And I will never revisit. And what's funny for all you guys out there in podcast land who has tuned into the Not a Trekkie podcast, I always give a shout out to the person who's put me on to Star Wars, my man Mike, aka Mike Wazowski. I hit him up and sent him the link to the thing, and he was like, I will never watch that piece of shit. And I was like, have you seen it? He's like, no, I've never seen it, and I never will. I heard it's absolutely horrible. I was like, you gotta watch it, man. He's like, no, I never will.
Yeah. So
I don't blame him.
I'll read a little synopsis. So we'll go through the Star Wars holiday special first. This was aired on 1978. This was TV, like you said, CBS. So CBS used to do the holiday. They used to have all the holiday movies. So they had like the Charlie Brown Christmas and all that stuff. They used to showcase those, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, all those movies, all those shows. But they also showcased the season premieres and stuff like that, and like what's big at the time. I think during the time with CBS, they had a partnership with Fox, 20th Century Fox, which was the original home of Star Wars. So they did this little special to get people to watch more Star Wars, I guess. So the story pretty much was Chewbacca and Han Solo. They try to get to the Wookiee homeworld, Kashyyyk, to celebrate Life Day. So Life Day is something we're going to bring up because there's also it also exists in the Lego Star Wars world, but it's also it was in canon for quite some time. It's pretty much a celebration of life by the Wookiees, and pretty much it's celebrated November 17th, so it's not like a Christmas. It's celebrated like right before Thanksgiving in our world and whatnot. So he's trying to get home to his family, and he has a family. We find out he has a wife, he has a kid, and he lives with his deadbeat dad that's still there.
He lives with his father.
Yeah.
It looks like an old gray chia pet.
Yeah.
And he's got an underbite.
Yeah.
He's got a monster underbite. It's hilarious.
It was that, and
like,
then go ahead.
I find it. I mean, it's truly horrible.
Yeah.
But I find it morbidly hilarious how horrible it is. You know what I mean? I guarantee you somewhere in this world there's a cult following that fucking watches this.
Yeah, that 2%.
So if you guys go and go to IMDb, which is the International Movie Database, you can go online. You can go check it out at imdb.com.
Yeah.
You can also download the app, IMDb app. Us being avid movie and TV show watchers,
Yeah.
I just have the app on the phone and I looked it up, and
Yeah.
it literally out of 10 they gave it a 2.1, and over 15,000 people voted on it. So it's pretty set in stone that it's fucking hard.
Yeah, you probably get like maybe like 50 of those. 15,000. I love the movie, love the show, and the fact that it was an hour and like it was like an hour and 37 minutes. So this shit felt so long. It was so it was so bad. Like, you know, I tried my best to keep my attention on it to understand what the hell's going on, but half the time I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, I watched it in segments. I couldn't sit through a whole sitting of it because it was bad. And the fact that, like I said in the beginning, like, that it's not remastered in any way. So it's like dramatically pixelated. Like the only place that I was able to locate it was on YouTube. I went on Disney Plus, and I'm pretty sure Disney Plus even said, this shit sucks. We're not putting it on our platform. You know?
Fuck that.
And we had a joke at work. It's like, I'm surprised the Star Wars universe didn't crumble because of this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
honestly, to be honest with you, I'm really surprised because this came out right after the first movie. I would not want to watch Star Wars again after watching this shit.
Never again. Like, with the dramatic, like, fan base that accumulated from the first movie. Yeah. Now, this is before they even announced making a second one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The second one came out in 83.
Yeah, so they probably were like, yo, we have to make up for that monstrosity of a holiday special. So let's go make arguably the greatest Star Wars movie ever to make up for that.
We gotta get a new director because Drew Lucas don't know shit.
Yeah. But we had some we had the characters of A New Hope in there. We had Harrison Ford coming in as Han Solo. We have Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia, Mark Hamill as, Luke Skywalker. You had Anthony Daniels as C-3PO and R2-D2, of course. And then what's his face, who played Chewbacca?
Yeah.
Also as well. I forget his name right now.
Yeah, I can't. Let me get his name. I'm sorry.
I know his name.
He passed away.
Mayhew.
Yeah.
Peter Mayhew, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter Mayhew. I think that's pretty sure. Yeah, I'm bad with names, so guys, don't judge me out there.
Yeah, Peter Mayhew. You're right.
Peter Mayhew. What's so bad about it is that they weren't even really in the episode. They weren't really in the special. They just popped in like, hey, I'm right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and to me and us, for like continually throughout all the Star Wars, we both agree that R2-D2 is probably the most consistent character that he does all the work. Yeah. And then he makes him look like he's with Luke Skywalker trying to fix something, and then R2-D2 fucks something up. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that. That is false news. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way R2-D2 messed that up. Like, you messed it up, and then you blamed it on him.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's, oh my god, it's so bad. I'm just gonna keep. There's only one real highlight to me, and this is me being the pig-headed person that I am, is that when Princess Leia went in, she wasn't wearing a bra.
There you
go. and I rewound it a couple of times just to make sure that
just
I was
double
right.
check that you saw nip. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she was not. She was fully flowing, and I was like, okay, you just brought up another level of sexy, because Carrie Fisher was a beautiful woman back in the day, and R.I.P. to her all day.
Yeah. And then we also had Luke Skywalker that looked like an older lesbian.
He
I
looked like
don't know what the hell he fucking was doing with that haircut.
What did you say? What did you say?
He looked like
He looked
Marcy
like
from looked like later Marcy from Married with Children.
when she cuts her hair really
Yeah,
short.
that's exactly what he looked like. And then how did he have like such a connection to Chewbacca's family and shit? Like they barely knew each other in New Hope. They didn't
Yeah,
have
you're not
those.
wrong.
Yeah, they didn't have those long conversations about life and family. I don't even think he understood him at the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he still doesn't know what the hell he was saying. You know what I mean?
Like in later
It's
movies,
it.
yes. There, no. Like he just met him. I don't think he knew anything he said.
Another thing that really got me angry is where that is not where they
Oh, you froze. What he
world.
said?
It was the Ewoks world.
Yeah.
You know where they lived. Those wood things in the trees.
Yeah.
They were not Chewbacca stuff. Like you go to the Han Solo story. Like that's not where they lived. You go to any video game where they're on Chewbacca's world. That's not how they live. Like it pissed me off so much. I
Yeah.
understand that this is later in the evolution.
But I
of
don't even
Star
think the
Wars
Ewoks exist at this time either.
I know, but I don't know. It just got me mad. It frustrates the shit out of me. So so back in high school, my
Yeah.
English teacher, Mr. Haggerness, made us watch this movie called Harold and Maude,
Yeah.
and it's about an 18-year-old kid who's like obsessed with death, and he meets and falls in love with a 79-year-old woman, and she teaches him how to appreciate life. The story, I guess, is okay in some eyes, but that has been dubbed my least favorite movie of all time because it's truly disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's also a 70s movie as well. It's just so bad. I don't like they have like a sex scene and it's like it's disgusting. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking anybody who's into the grannies out there. I'm really not. You know what I mean? If you're married to an old woman, good for you. All right.
Big Daddy, loose skin and old balls.
Exactly. He's got a 5-year plan. What? Don't die. But that movie has been my least favorite movie. I've despised that movie with a passion.
Yeah.
I really think that this just gave it a run for its money.
Yeah, this was really bad. And honestly, I don't even say it as a movie, it's a TV special, so it doesn't have the cadence of what a movie is. It had no dog fights, get nothing with it. So I don't give this the chance to be a movie itself, but it had a bunch of little things in it. The cartoon,
I mean,
was as long as it was.
We had Darth Vader in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
James Earl Jones as the voice of Vader. The dude still didn't even get credit.
I know. It's like they hated him so much. I think I actually saw him acting in it though.
Yeah.
I think that he was actually a person in it at one point in time.
James Earl Jones? No, it was still the same guy.
The guy that was in the suit.
Oh yeah, he was in there. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw his big ass head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who gets no credit whatsoever because he like kind of single-handedly. If they had the internet back then, he was the guy who ruined everything.
Yeah.
It's oh my god. I highly suggest everybody watch it though. I really do. I feel like every Star Wars fan out there has to watch this just to appreciate everything Star Wars has done.
The worst thing that you have watched in Star Wars, you'll appreciate a lot more.
You know what I mean? Like The Last Jedi will be a lot better.
Yes, everything will be a lot better. So that'll help be the cadence of this. It just makes everything seem better.
There's a silver lining to this.
Yeah.
Moral to the story, it could be a lot worse. It could be the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Exactly. Damn, they do have a ton of, like, I'm looking through the Lego stuff, and there's a ton. They have
Lego Star Wars.
They have the horror special. They have a summer vacation special. You see Darth Vader in a swimsuit.
That was the best thing that I grabbed from Comic-Con, though. When I went to Comic-Con this year, there's an artist. His name is Bucket. He's actually pretty famous, but he had his people go and sell prints. They're like $50 a piece.
Nice.
And I got a portrait of Darth Vader sitting on the toilet reading a newspaper with Han Solo and Carbonite on the wall. It's fucking amazing.
The way it should
And
be.
I can't wait to frame it and put it in my bathroom. I really can't.
Yeah.
I mean, so the moral of the story is, let's get Chewbacca back to his home because he's never missed Life Day.
Yeah, he never.
And you said something funny right after you watched it. It's like, yo, Chewbacca's a deadbeat dad.
He just left his fucking kid. He didn't care. He didn't fucking want to be there.
He's out fighting in the galactic wars.
Smuggling. He's
like that.
smuggling with Han Solo, going to strip clubs and smuggling a bunch of shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, his kid is ugly as fuck.
Chewbacca
The whole
ain't that
play
great
out.
looking either.
Bro, I couldn't stop laughing. I swear to you, I could not stop laughing when the Imperial officer told him to get up and go clean his room.
That made me laugh.
He's like, you get up and you clean your room right now. I was like, wow, like, yo, he's telling a little Chewbacca who could probably fuck him up.
Yeah,
honest
probably. He could probably just rip his arms out.
Yeah, that a little Wookiee probably has the strength of two men. You know what I mean?
Probably more than that.
But oh my god, it was epic. And like the whole scene when like they come in and like save the day and like the stormtrooper just flies out the window. You know what I mean? Like It's just so corny. It's really bad. Harrison Ford is probably his worst performance ever.
Yeah.
And he has a very, very good catalog. Okay.
Yeah, but this was also the beginning of Star Wars, so they tried anything to just put it in the public eye. I don't think this should have been it, but they did try.
Yeah, no, I understand it's a victim of its time.
Yeah.
It really is.
100%.
And I did not mind seeing Jefferson Starship perform. I really don't. Like, I do enjoy their music because a little fun fact from them, they were Jefferson Airplane back in like the late 60s, like hippie festival mode with like Grace Slick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They did Don't You Want Somebody to Love? They did songs like that, and then they split up, and then they formed Jefferson Starship, which has made some of the greatest, some great music of its time.
Yeah.
So like it was cool to see them perform. You know what I mean? Because it kind of gave you like a window into that time of music. You know what I mean? So like I appreciated that. Like the Carole King or whoever that girl was, Diane King or Diane Carroll, the singer. Like you could tell that this is like hardcore, the disco era. You know what I mean? And I didn't mind the musical performances of it, but everything else about this holiday special was absolutely trash.
Yeah. It was 100% trash. I agree with that.
It totally was. If I can Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind erase it out of my database, I would.
Yeah, me too. It's something that was not worth watching.
I mean, do you have any highlights that you enjoyed?
No. Not at all.
Just no.
It just felt like punishment. I was like, what have I done in the past life that I deserve to watch this right now?
You met me.
There you go. I was punished for it.
I like I said, I like the music. I like the one scene with the Imperial officer telling him to clean his room because that shit was funny.
Yeah, I'll say that was maybe the highlight of it. That it made me chuckle.
And Princess Leia not wearing a bra and it just flowing back and forth. It was fucking nice. I really enjoyed it. I can't help that. Yeah. I'm a guy.
There you go.
You
so,
know what I mean?
we got
what would you
another
rate
one.
this?
What do I rate this?
Yeah.
Can I rate it as 0?
I'm going to go -5. I'm going to go
negative 2.1. I'm going to go with negative of what they gave it.
I'm right there with you.
I'm going to go with negative 2.1.
Negative 2. For whoever even voted on this, you should be whipped.
And yeah, negative 2.1 for deadbeat dad Chewbacca.
Oh man, hey, at least we got a good chuckle out of it.
I
You
wonder
know what
if
I mean?
I wonder if his son exists anywhere else. There's a big chance, and honestly, I probably never paid attention to it. Now I kind of want to check if he's actually in it. There's a big chance
Like the
his
comic
son
book.
is in Lego Star Wars and any of some one of those games.
I think he was actually in a scene. I think his father was in a scene in the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. Because
Yeah,
I saw I saw a gray Wookiee in there.
yeah. But sometimes
But
they're
yeah,
different
Joe,
characters.
I wouldn't be surprised if like he was there in the comic books.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because there has been so many different stories in comics and graphic novels that it might have been there.
yeah.
I hope not, because that was an ugly ass kid.
Luparu, that's his name. Luparu.
I don't care.
Luparu.
I don't care.
That's your homie.
Duperoo.
That's your homie. Nope, they let him die with that special. He died with that holiday special with his wife and grandfather.
That's I mean that's sad. That's they made him up for one episode and they killed him off early. It's fucked up.
They deserved it.
They definitely did putting out fucking content like that. But there's a bright side to this episode that we are recording right now.
Yeah.
We got to have, at least, a fun thing to watch afterwards.
Yeah.
And I would gladly let you start this one.
So this would be the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. And this is kind of it came out 2020, so it kind of involves a lot of the new characters as well as like Rey, Finn, Poe, and a couple other new characters. But yeah, we got the Lego version of it, which usually they add their own sense of humor to it. So they'll play with the storylines, but with Lego stuff, they always have their sense of humor. I've always been a fan of the game, so I always feel like their humor will probably translate well with anything they do. And looking at the holiday special, there are also like horror specials, and there also are summer specials and shit like that. So now it's like you might have to watch the through the seasons now.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm actually really interested in the Terrifying Tales one.
Well, well, eventually we're gonna have to dive down into it all. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
We still got to finish up, Clone Wars.
Clone
We gotta
Wars.
watch Andor. We gotta watch Rebel Ones. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, there's a lot. We still have a lot of stuff on our plate, but periodically in between seasons, we can dive in to watching some of these.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
These little silly
Just
things.
so we don't gotta pull our fucking hair out watching
Yeah.
all these shows that aren't bad so far. Clone Wars hasn't been bad.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
It hasn't been, but it's good to take a break and make things easier because we do have a lot of things that we watch throughout our podcast.
Yep.
And then also with my Popcorny podcast, I'm also doing a bunch of stuff with that as well. So here and there we'll pop in and we'll go and check them out. Easy, quick and easy, nothing too crazy. But I just recently watched the first Lego movie, and I'm sorry, I liked it the first time watching it. I really didn't care for it the second time.
Yeah.
So I was kind of skeptical if I was going to enjoy this special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But once I seen what they were doing, I thought it was clever and I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
But you want to give a little synopsis?
So, Rey leaves her friends to prepare for Life Day as she sets off on an adventure to gain a deeper knowledge of the Force. At the mysterious temple, she is hurled into a cross-timeline adventure. Will she make it back in time for Life Day? So again, Life Day is a Wookiee holiday, and y'all just took it from them. That's messed up.
Yeah.
It's like the pagans giving them Christmas. It's the same shit.
Yeah. It really is. Like, they stole it and then didn't even acknowledge that it was a Wookiee holiday. I think they mentioned it once because Chewbacca was in the the special. So.
Yes, he was.
But technically, what's happening is she's teaching Finn. So now this is what at the end of Rise of Skywalker, the Skywalker one. So this is after the last trilogy. So she's teaching Finn the ways of the Force. and then she discovers this amulet thing, this rock stone that opens up a portal to universes. Like she was able to jump through time to like significant moments in Star Wars history.
Yeah.
And we got to re-see it in Lego form, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah. They'd always do a good job with that. A lot of famous voice actors on here too.
Well, Billy D. Williams reprised his role.
Yeah, Anthony Daniels is always C-3PO as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anybody that out there can really be him.
So Eric, this guy named Eric Bazua, he's the voice of Luke Skywalker. He also voiced Joker in a couple of things. He also voiced a lot Shredder in the 2012 series as well, and Tiger Claw and Hun. So he does a lot of voice acting there too.
That's good to know. A little fun fact.
Yeah, there's a lot of also there's a lot of people here that did that were on Clone Wars.
Okay. So. Well, it's good that they keep it in house. You know what I mean? Like I would want Star Wars alumni to reprise roles and voices because that's what we know. You know. Yeah. So I looked through the IMDb. I didn't really recognize too many people at all.
Yeah.
But except for the big black guy that's in 8 Mile, he's in it.
He's in it. Yeah. He's also the voice of Raphael in the Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay, that's cool. It's good to see that he's working. You know what I mean?
He's working. It was fun. It has its nice sense of humor. It wasn't as dreadful as what we watched. It being an hour long helped it a lot. But it
still took me 2 tries to watch it.
Yeah, it still took me a few times to watch it as well. Like I will start watching it and then it kind of dozes off or something like that. But that's more me being distracted with other things and trying to do other things as well. Because I also do a whole bunch of wrestling, so I watch a ton of wrestling as well. So
yeah, I'm surprised you have time for anything with as much wrestling.
It became such a just a regular thing to do that it all just somehow falls into place. I don't know how, but it all falls into place.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
But yeah, I enjoyed this one though.
I mean, it jumps into every single universe, which I thought was really cool. It goes into A New Hope, goes into Empire Strikes Back, it goes into Mandalorian, it goes into the Skywalker saga. You know what I mean? Like I thought it was cute. I thought it was clever.
Yeah, it played with everything.
The dialogue, the conversations was typical Lego conversations. Yeah. I thought it was hilarious. You know what I mean? And it was only right for her to like leave it behind, like get caught and like Darth Vader follow her and steal the amulet and give it back to the Emperor, and then he jumps in trying to recruit fucking Kylo Ren, and then there's a bunch of small little things that make it fun. You know what I mean? It's like there's two Luke Skywalkers at one point in time, like an older version, and then the younger version. You know what I mean? Nobody knows which version it is. Or when the 2 Darth Vaders fight each other, like you are not me, and I am not you. You are me. You know what I mean? And then like they battle it out, and then they look at each other like, you are me. We are each other. You know what I mean? Like it's the Force is strong with you. You know what I mean? Like. It's clever. It's the quirky sense of humor of Lego World, and you can't really go wrong. They got a nice formula.
Yes, they do a good job. I'm a big fan of their games. I always been I always recommend the games, especially for like little ones and stuff like that.
Which my newest challenge for the Gamer Rage podcast is for me to beat Lego Batman 3.
Yes. And they're fun.
I still have to buy it.
Yeah.
I'll get there. I'll do it.
Eventually.
No, well, we got schedules.
Yeah. But I always liked the Lego things because they always had their sense of humor to it. I was a big fan of the Lego Star Wars games when they came out as well. So they always have the first bunch of them were like a retelling of the movies, but adding their sense of humor. And then little by little, they start adding their own stuff to it and their voice acting and all that stuff too. So it was actually always really pretty cool to follow.
Yeah. I liked it when the Emperor knows that Darth Vader is going to throw him down the radioactive
Oh yeah.
shaft. You know what I mean? So he goes and recruits Kylo Ren, and he's like, "Yo, have you ever thrown your superior into a radioactive shaft?" And then you see a flashback of him killing Snape, Snoke, whatever his name is.
You know what we
And he's
forgot?
like, "No, I've never have. I can't recall that I have." You know, it's funny. It's I can't think of everything. Like I just watched it, and there's a lot that goes on.
Yeah, there's a lot. It kind of makes me think like, yo, we should have see if Robot Chicken had a holiday Star Wars special.
Oh man, I didn't even.
I didn't think about that
But
until now.
when we did the Robot Chicken episode, I didn't see it pop up.
Nah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna look that up right now as you tell me what your highlights are for this. This special.
I guess it was more the sense of humor to it. I actually enjoyed just the nuances of what the Legos do, and again, I actually enjoyed the Emperor part. I just like the cadence of it. It made me laugh, and then again, we watched Such a Terrible Thing to build into watching this, which is just a lot more fun to watch. So I was like, all right, I'll take Lego over anything, in that sense. It had its kiddie moments, but like again, that could have been it's made for kids and whatnot. So, but other than that, it was fun to watch.
The only thing that I see right now is on YouTube. It says the Dark Side of Christmas Dinner, and it's a Star Wars thing. That's all I see right now. 7 hidden Star Wars gems from the holiday special to Robot Chicken. So yeah, no, I don't think there is a Star Wars. I mean, a robot.
They also
Robot Chicken Christmas. Oh, so that's part of their Christmas special.
Okay.
So Robot Chicken did a Christmas special, and one little quick segment of the Robot Chicken was a nuance to Star Wars, which to me is the Robot Chicken Star Wars episode is fucking genius.
Yeah.
It is so good. I did not expect to like it as much as I did. And everybody go back into the archives and listen to that episode of us talking about it, because I highly praise that episode and I highly recommend everybody check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, they always have Robot Chicken probably has some of the best spoofs. And we also watched the Family Guy one and things like that, but I think Robot Chicken just had the icing on the cake.
Oh yeah, I mean Family Guy's humor is good, but it gets to me after a while. It gets stupid after a while.
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I did enjoy the stupidness of them pointing out like the obvious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what they're good at. They make fun of the obvious that goes over people's heads when it comes to the Star Wars specials. So.
And it hurts the fans' feelings too. This is great.
Yeah. Well, you know, anything that push the buttons of society.
So the Lego holiday special, where do you give it?
The Lego holiday special, out of 5, I'll give it a 3.5.
I'll give it 3.5 as well. It was entertaining. Maybe a little funnier, maybe more action in that sense. Other than that, it was fun.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It could have been a little longer. I think it could have went an hour and a half, and I would have enjoyed it.
Yeah, I would have traded the minutes of the special with this one. We didn't have to deal with an ugly ass son and his ugly ass wife. Sorry, Chewie, you got bad taste, man.
Yeah, but is Chewie a model? Like, is he like a model of his society?
I don't know, but he just saved the world, so he should be.
Oh yeah, he should have like Wookiee, you know, flocking over him. He should look like Jabba the Hutt with his slaves around.
There you
know
go.
What I mean? With Wookiee women all over the place feeding him Wookiee fruit.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
So this is
not too shabby. I feel like we spent more time bashing the first one than actually.
Well, that had more to say. The first one
but the second one, there's a lot that happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like you really like. we would have to write down everything that happened because it jumps through all the movies and
Yeah.
it has its nuances of each thing and it highlights it and it makes it cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I just go and watch it. It's on Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
And
You know what I
if
mean?
and it's for like a newer fan, especially like a younger fan and stuff like that, this is like an excellent way to kind of introduce the universe to them.
Yeah.
So there you go. Play the games too. Lego Star Wars. Actually, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Collection on Xbox Game Pass now. So if you have Xbox Game Pass, free to play.
Awesome. You heard it here first,
There you
ladies
go.
and gentlemen.
There you go. We can keep this short and sweet. It's our holiday
Sounds good to
special.
me.
So
I'd like to wish and hope everybody a Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate Hanukkah, enjoy the holidays. Happy New Year. Remember, love is love. Reach out to people, talk to people. If you have something that's going on with you, don't be afraid to reach out. This is the time of season right now where a lot of depression happens and a lot of it's supposed to be an uplifting family time, and not everybody experiences that. So reach out to your friends, reach out to your family, show some love, show some holiday spirit. I'm trying my best to do it. If I can do it, if I can try to get out of the patterns of my sadness during these times, you can as well.
yeah. I agree, 100%. Always check on people. Always make sure that everyone's alright. Yes. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa,
Feliz Navidad.
Happy Hanukkah, Happy Three Kings if you celebrate that.
Kwanzaa. I think Kwanzaa is one too, right?
Kwanzaa, yeah, I said Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa. Festivus.
Festivus for the rest of it. Yes, I love
Happy-
it. A little Seinfeld for you.
Happy Festivus as well.
Love it.
I guess we wrap this up. This is the Not A Trekkie Podcast. You can easily listen to us on Spotify, Red Cycle Link. We also got a new episode of the Not A Trekkie. We have the season 2 review of Clone Wars. So check that out when you get a chance as well. We bashed a lot of shit.
We will be doing. We'll be diving into season 3 soon, but I think we should watch Andor first because it's the most recent of it.
And it was fantastic.
And I haven't seen a single episode of it because I've been waiting to dive in and just binge watch it. And now recently it just finished a couple weeks ago. So.
Yeah. Shout outs to EA with Star Wars The Last Jedi Survivor. That game looks fantastic. I can't wait to play it.
Yes, I can't wait to finish.
Yeah, you gotta play Fallen Order. But yeah, they announced it. It's coming out next year, early next year, so it's coming out very soon. So I'm excited for that. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch. All Mark the Mic. Follow by Cycling on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and WordPress. All we're at Cycling Inc. Follow Tenacious D.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, Tenacious TRC Inc. You can also follow me on my own personal Instagram page, The Real Tatsu Wop. Make sure you go check out our other podcast of the Morphin Cast, Gamer Rage podcast. Obviously, Not A Trekkie. Also, Shell Shock, and then also the Merc with the Mike and Louis Beans podcast.
Yeah, yes, the Wrestling Babble and Guest Better podcast.
You can also follow me and my co-host Sriracha, my boy Jeremy, for the Popcorny podcast. You can find that on Spotify and SoundCloud. Recently on TikTok, soon to be on YouTube. It's all pop culture, everything. You can go and follow the Popcorny 1975 Instagram page where we showcase the player cards of the COC, the Cook, as everybody likes to jokingly say. The Cook, as everybody jokingly likes to say. Always a shouts out to Mike Wazowski, my boy Mike. If without him, I would not be the Star Wars fanatic that I am. Always a shouts out to my brother for riding out all the time, watching, diving down into the Star Wars universe. We always do it together. Always a shouts out to Game On, retro video game store based out on Long Island in 3 separate locations, one in Patchogue, one in Smithtown, one in Miller Place, satisfying all your retro video game needs. Also has the Game On retro video game arcade located in Smith Haven Mall, Lake Grove, Long Island. Shouts out to Time Warp, shouts out to Retro Relics, shouts out to Banner's Cave. If anybody's looking for comics, go and follow Banner's Cave on Instagram. Got a lot of nice stuff and decently priced as well. They hook up Sriracha, Jeremy, my friend, all the time. So
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Shouts out to Louis Beans.
Yes. Shouts out to our producer Louis
He's-
Beans, and he'll be making this podcast sound pretty. Peace out, laters, and may the force be with you. And fuck Zordon.
Happy Life Day.
Happy Life Day, even though that was November 17th.
You know what? Better late than never, right?
Yeah, there you go. Peace out, laters, and look at Luke Skywalker's little lesbian haircut. Peace out.
And Princess Leia's no bra.
There you go. Don't
Peace.
look at them kids. That kid is ugly.
Clean your room.